all the employers to have an internal policy. We do have, even in W Pratiksha, we have that policy. Now, agenda of this presentation is basically to explain to whom this act applies, what is sexual harassment. Then there is a committee that needs to be constituted under this act, which is Internal Complaints Committee. So whenever there is a complaint regarding sexual harassment, तो आप किसके पास जाएंगे? So there is a committee that is constructed even within W Pratiksha. Then what would be the process of inquiry? एक बार जब complaint आती है तो inquiry का क्या process होगा? You should be aware of that. So when to inform police? मतलब internally we try to find a solution, but in case वो हमारे limits के बाहर है, then we take it outside. What is the disciplinary action? अगर complaint आपकी end of the जो आपका inquiry होता है, if your complaint is found to be false, तो उसके लिए क्या actions लिए जाते हैं? How to maintain the confidentiality कि किसने complaint किया है, किसके against किया है, witnesses कौन-कौन है, so all those are protected information. And annual report. So it is a mandatory on the part of the employer to file a annual report to the district officer. So अगर कोई throughout the year, if there is no case, then also we file a report which is null report, declaring that there has been no such incidents in the organization during the year. So this act is called the Sexual Harassment of Women at Workplace Prevention, Prohibition and Redressal. It extends to whole of India. The act seeks to provide a secure and enabling environment for women employees, including domestic workers, against sexual harassment at workplace. The act makes it mandatory for all workplaces, including homes, universities, hospitals, government and non-government offices, factories, other formal and informal workplaces to constitute an internal committee for redressal of complaints. The policy applies to all the individuals who are employed or engaged for any work on regularly, temporary or daily wages basis, either directly or through an agent, including a contractor. तो ये सिर्फ full time employees के लिए नहीं है. This act applies to the contractual employees as well. The policy covers sexual harassment committed within the office premises as well as any place outside the office premises visited by the employee arising out of or during the course of employment. Any indulgence of any employee in such activity defined as sexual harassment would be considered a violation of W Pratiksha's core values. तो ये एक्ट सिर्फ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के अंदर अगर आपके साथ कुछ होता है या किसी के साथ भी कुछ होता है तो सिर्फ उस तक लिमिटेड नहीं है. अगर आप ऑफिशियल काम से बाहर जाते हैं, वहाँ भी आपके साथ किसी तरह का कोई इंसिडेंस होता है, तो दैट कम्स अंडर दी सेक्शुअल हैरासमेंट एक्ट. आप वापस आकर कमिटी को इन्फॉर्म कर सकते हैं. द कमिटी विल टेक अप्रोप्रिएट एक्शन. So what is covered under the sexual harassment? These are just few examples. Physical contact or advances, demand for any sexual favor, making sexually colored remarks, showing pornography, any unwelcome physical, verbal or non-verbal conduct of sexual nature. These are again the definitions of these acts that come under the actions that come under the sexual harassment. Implied or explicit promise of preferential treatment in her employment. So, अगर कोई भी ऐसा बोलता है कि you do this for me and then I will give you this, so that is comes under the sexual harassment. So you have to, in case you come across any such situation, please come up and speak about it. Okay? Implied or explicit threat of detrimental treatment in her employment. So no one can tell you that if you are not giving such favors, then your employment or your service would suffer. This is absolutely wrong. So if you come across such situations, please come up and speak. Implied or explicit threat about the present or future employment status. Interference with her work, creating or an intimidating or offensive or hostile work environment.